Check my episodes.
Starfleet hasn't heard from Deep Space Station K-13 in a while. It's in a tactically sensitive part of the quadrant, and the brass is getting concerned. Get out there, find out what you can, and render assistance if needed. And hey, be careful, okay? This could go sideways fast.
Alright, I get a science officer and get some more stuff for the ship. So, let's go. Let's go. Should not be... Okay, thankfully it's not that far. Also, from the looks of it... it looks like the game isn't lagging any at the moment. It's good, because that's really annoying as shit when it does that. Shield capacity, yes. Yes. Qs, PvP, or P versus EQs and such. P versus EQs and such. But I don't think I can do any of that at the moment. This character is too underleveled. Not entirely sure what the minimum requirement for that is, but not going to worry about that right now. Actually, let's pause for a second. Basic maneuvers. Torpedo high yield. Alright. Granted, of course, I think these are for those, so... Alright, let's load in. Let's see what's going on. Once, of course, it loads in. Okay, there it goes. I was beginning to wonder there. We've arrived near Deep Space K-13. This is odd. I'm not picking up any comm traffic. No signals, nothing at all. From K-13 or other ships in the system. Okay, scan for signs of enemy ships or activity. Sensors aren't detecting enemy vessels or warp signatures. No signs of combat either. This is peculiar. I'm not sure what to make of it. Yellow alert. Prepare for approach. Alright, so the other Starfleet ships are attacking us. We have to defend ourselves. Okay, this one that's attacking us looks like the same kind of ship that we are. Torpedoes. Alright, that one's disabled. Okay, these are Pioneer class frigates. No, I want to keep attacking this. Alright. Let's keep that forward shield active. Back up a bit. Okay, now Fortunate's got a bit of stronger, well, had a bit of a stronger shield towards us. Let's keep going. There we go. There we go. They're disabled. Captain, those were Starfleet ships assigned to patrol the sector. I don't think this was a war game or training sim. Those weapons were at full power. Okay, see if you can raise any of the ships. Use all channels. Try whatever it takes to get through.
Stay away! They're taking control! Don't come near us! They'll take you too! Ah! This station came from the station! Ah!
Who's taking control? What's happening over there? Nothing. Okay. Message from Starfleet Command. We're to investigate this situation immediately. Captain Dougherty mentioned the station. Bring us close enough to scan K-13. Okay, I was about to say, I was wondering if the ships disappeared. No, they're still there. No signs of combat aboard the station. No hostile life forms readings either. Everything's quiet. Sensors are picking up a number of life signs over there, but I'm not reading any unusual activity. All the station systems seem to be functioning normally. Think we should beam over? Yes. We're going to beam over and see what's going on. Beam over to the station and see what's going on with it. Okay, well, we'll beam over there. We'll beam over there once we're past the loading screen. All right. The lights have been dimmed, but it still looks like sick bay is operational. Over to the right. Those blast points on the wall from phaser fire. There was a fight here, but with whom? No signs of Klingon or Romulan weapons fire, just Federation. Got a bad feeling about this. Alright. Oh, we need to go this way.
Stop where you are and turn about slowly. I need to determine if you are infected.
Infected? Infected with what, exactly?
Neuroparasites. A life form last encountered by the crew of the Enterprise at Deneva Colony. Those possessed by the creatures tend to engage in hostilities with the uninfected. The better to render them fit for infestation.
Well, as you can see, we're friendly. Ensign?
Temet. And while you have not engaged in hostilities thus far, I have seen infected employ false passivity in order to lure unwary prey. A tricorder scan of your adrenaline levels should verify your status.
Okay, logical precaution. Scan away.
Scans show a slightly elevated level of adrenaline, though nowhere near that of an infected life form. Thank you for your patience. One can never be too cautious where these parasites are concerned.
Okay, sounds serious. Any more recommendations?
According to Starfleet data files, the parasites can be safely destroyed by exposure to high-intensity ultraviolet light. My attempts at reconfiguring the station's lighting thus far have been unsuccessful. I am a physician, not a habitat engineer.
I see.
As a precaution, I have developed a serum that can render a person toxic to the creatures. However, medical supplies here are limited. I have enough serum to inoculate your landing party and one other person.
I'll take any edge I can get. In the meantime, let's see if we can find anyone else via the comm system. Whoops. Nope. This is Lieutenant Yeezy of the USS Erie. Is anyone on the station able to respond?
Now there's a voice I wasn't expecting. I take it you heard my distress call then. Well, in case you haven't noticed, the station's been overrun by neuroparasites. The wee devils are back with a vengeance.
So I see. We're safe up in sickbay. Can you join us here?
I'm afraid not. I'm in the auxiliary control room down on the engineering deck. The place is filthy with parasites, so you'll understand if I don't go out for a wee jaunt.
Understood. We'll make our way to you.
I have secured a small amount of security gear. It may give you another edge against the parasites.
Okay, excellent, Ensign. You're with us. Let's get the gear and head up to engineering. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Let's see. I think this should be better than the one I have. Or is this one better? Yeah, actually, this one is better. Is this exploit? Got some better shields. And oh, armor. Forgot about the armor. And boom. Right. Now. Here they come.
We may be able to gain useful knowledge by scanning one of the infected.
I just vaporized one of them. Oh, there's still more of them here. So can I not scan one of these guys? There we go.
The creatures continue to be resistant to tricorder scans, sir. It may be fascinating. I'm detecting an unusually high level of tachyons nearby. Based on these readings, it is possible that a temporal event has occurred on the station within the last 4.2 hours.
Fascinating indeed, but let's keep going. Gotta get to the turbo lift. Which, of course, that's going to be easier said than done with these. Oh, and he's been vaporized too. Alright. Okay. Oh, here they come. And there's a bunch of medics here, too. Alright, let's take out the... See if I can get them to take out the medics, because they have a nasty habit of being able to heal. Alright. Found the turbo lift, so let's go to engineering.
The auxiliary control station is down the hall to our right. I'm reading a single human life form within the room. The biosigns match those of Commander Scott in the Starfleet medical database.
Alright, let's not keep him waiting then. Wait. Am I supposed... Okay, yeah.
Hi there. It's good to see you, friend. I was beginning to get a bit concerned. Thought you might have been taken by those little beasties. I'll just lock the door so none of them can get in while we discuss our next course of action. Now that you're here, we've some work to do. The way I see it, we need to get to main engineering and turn on the station's ultraviolet lighting. That'll sort the nasty bugs out properly.
Alright. Is that so, Tamet?
While I cannot attest to the ability of UV light to sort Denivan parasites, it will initiate a complete molecular breakdown within all parasites exposed to it.
Ensign?
Aye, she's a Vulcan, all right. I was trying to override the lighting controls from here. It looks like someone sabotaged several duotronic relays. We have to repair them if we're going to have any chance of saving the station. Before we go, grab yourself a kit from the crate there. It might come in handy. We'd better get a move on. The parasites aren't ones to loiter about.
Alright. Glad you're with us, Scotty. Lead the way. So... And out Take that.
Equip a kit to gain new ground combat abilities.
I think this goes.
Aye, this is one of the second relays.
Excuse
right
me.
here. That
So,
one was easy. Just a few more to go.
oh, okay, there you are.
All right, there are several ways through the engineering section here. Keep in mind that the parasites tend to stay in dark corners. If you want to avoid them, do your best to stay in the lit areas.
Okay, thank you for the reminder, Mr. Scott. Now, we need down here. All right.
But remember, the parasites like the dark. We devils that they are.
It just sort of jumped on her. Then she just sort of tossed it down there. As a matter of fact, oh no, that's an engineering officer, not a parasite.
I'll have this fixed up straight away. That takes care of that. No trouble at all.
So where is the next one? Down this way? Oh. Yeah, I see you up there. I see you up there hanging out on the ceiling.
This one just needs new faces.
Oh. Although I'm not gonna lie, I do like the anime. I do like the
There we are.
animation.
Good as new.
The animation. They take it and just toss it on the ground. So where do I need to go to? Ah, I see. Just gotta keep my eyes peeled for beasties. There's one right there, as a matter of fact. Oh. I guess they found one there. Well. Alright.
Now this may be a bit tricky.
This looks like it might be the last one.
Just a wee bit longer.
Right up close to me.
There we are now.
There we go. Now we just gotta get to engineering. After, of course, we take out okay.
Our odds of success are greatest if we remain in well-lit areas.
Go engineering. There's one trying to hang out on the ceiling there. So.
It looks like someone has overridden the command codes. You best get to the command center and see what you can do from there. I'll stay here, barricade the door, and keep trying to get those UV lights going.
Alright, Scotty. Stay safe. So we need... Oh, okay. We need to go through here.
Look, who are those soldiers? They're definitely not Starfleet.
Alright. Commander, yeah, the commander here has been taken over by one of the parasites, so we gotta take him out. There we go. Now. And there they go, falling off the ceiling of the station, ceiling and the walls, and apparently just frying up.
The parasites, they're dying. all of them!
Salvage what you can and send a squad to kill the Federation vermin.
Oh. Nope. Let me grab this and this.
We need to talk.
Okay. This is not a good time, Hunter.
Actually, the name's Daniels. This may be a little difficult to absorb, but recent events may make it more plausible. I'm actually from the future. I can't tell you how far, just that it's a future worth protecting. That's why I'm here now. The aliens we're fighting are called the Nakul, and they're waging a temporal Cold War with us. They're trying to change the timeline here in order to disrupt the future. Understand that I follow a temporal version of the Prime Directive. There's only so much I can reveal to you. Trust that we're doing the right thing here. Time's a factor. We need to stop the Nakul from obtaining the neural parasites. The Nakul ship that brought these invaders is now fighting the USS Ptolemy. Someone must have sent a distress call. Unfortunately, Ptolemy is no match for the Nakul. Neither is your ship, at least not alone. We should eliminate the parasites on the ships you fought earlier. Those crews will help you once their minds are their own again. It's risky, but it's our best shot here.
Alright, we continue. So, beam back, and apparently you gotta help the other ships. Guess what we'll do is we'll remotely activate the UV lights on the ships. The UV lights on the ships from our ship. Maybe. Alright. The Ptolemy is holding the Nicole off while we rescue the other ships, but they won't last long. K-13 is hailing us, Captain.
I'm transferring command codes to you now. Use them to remotely access the computer on those disabled ships and emit an ultraviolet flash inside.
Okay, yeah, we gotta
Captain Sorrell
remotely
of the
get
Ptolemy.
close to them.
We have engaged the enemy ship, but we are outmatched. Please restore those ships and join the fight quickly.
That did it, Captain. Looks like everyone's coming around. The parasites are gone.
Alright.
This is Captain Parasites. What? Okay, sorry. We're right behind you, Captain. Lead the way.
Acknowledged. Whoops,
Something's wrong. We're not doing any damage.
The Ptolemy has been destroyed. They have some kind of temporal shielding.
Temporal shielding? Never heard of it. But maybe a modulated ion burst could disrupt it.
I think that did something. Also, okay, yeah. Yeah, the shields are still a bit damaged from when we had to disable them. What was it? Ion Burst? Thankfully, the Ion Burst seems to have done something to their shields, or their temporal shield generators. Just go. No, not too surprising. There it goes. There it goes.
Fine work, Captain. You sent those devils back to wherever they came from. Aye, we do have a wee problem, however. The burst I sent, when combined with the power source, created a feedback pulse. The feedback is creating some kind of spatial anomaly, which is beginning to pull the station in. We need to evacuate, immediately.
Acknowledged. Gotta beam everybody over. Because station's about to...
Scott here. The portal's collapsing. We're in for a right bumpy ride. Everyone's aboard. Get us clear before that portal blows. There she goes. I don't think anyone's ever seen a station do that.
Yep, there it goes. Captain, before K-13 was pulled into the vortex, I picked up a few distress signals from inside the station. Damn, we missed some people. They're gone.
Perhaps not. After all, it was a temporal vortex. They may well survive. In another time.
Let's hope so, Scotty. Let's hope so.
Well then, it's been quite a day, hasn't it? Neural parasites. Time-traveling raiders. Why, things will seem almost normal once I'm back on the Enterprise. Speaking of, I'm sure the ships here can give me a lift back to her now that they're parasite-free. If Starfleet Command gives you any grief on this, remind them that lives are more valuable than equipment. And you saved a lot of lives today.
Okay, thanks, Scotty. Give my regards to Captain Kirk and the crew.
I apologize for springing all of this on you at the last minute, and I'll explain more as soon as I can. For now, I can tell you that history is unfolding as it should, and that was not the end of K-13. You're building a fine tradition of making the right decisions in crisis situations. In the meantime, don't talk to anyone about the Nakul or their time travel. We can't risk any further corruption of the timeline.
Okay, understood. We'll talk soon, Daniels, and I'm going to need more answers. System's clear. Looks like everything's back to normal. We can leave this system on your orders. Okay.
Let me get this straight. K-13, an entire space station, just disappeared into some type of spatial anomaly? And I thought some of Kirk's after-action reports were a little out there. Starfleet Command won't be pleased with the loss of K-13, or the people that were still on board. But they'll be happy to hear about the lives you did save. Good work out there. Keep it up. Stay safe.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
All right.
We have a problem at Babel. Cord and rebels have taken several Federation trade officials hostage, and they're threatening to kill them unless the UFP withdraws from the Cordon sector. I'd like you to work with the negotiation team and try to resolve this peacefully.
So what do we get? Engineering console, deflector, and ore. And whatever's down there. I didn't sort of thought that was it.
Captain, I need to speak with you in my quarters. I think it's time for that explanation I owe you.
Okay, very well. I'll be there shortly. So, weird.
There's more to this mission than you realize, Captain.
Put that there.
Something's not right. I'll explain shortly.
That's weird looking warp core. What is this one? Impulse engines, yeah. Alright. .62, which 5.62, which, if I'm not mistaken, is faster than my Romulan ship or my Klingon ship. I don't know. Shield restoration, hull restoration. Because I do have a deal that allows me to regain the hull. Yeah, this particular map isn't that big, so it shouldn't take us that long to get where we're going. See, let me have a look just to make sure. Yeah, I probably don't need these anymore. All right. Nothing odd's going on in the chat, so let's see what's going on here. Thankfully the game appears to be acting normal, unlike when I was recording the Romulan videos earlier.
All right. I appreciate your patience. I'm what's known as a temporal agent. It's my job to preserve the timeline. You helped me stop one temporal incursion at K-13. There's been another at Babel, and I could use your help with it. Welcome to the Temporal Ready Room. I use it to monitor the timeline. The Nakul have sent agents to a critical point in time. We believe they disrupted the Babel conference in 2268 aboard the USS Enterprise. I want to send you back there to stop them. You'll be sent back to a point shortly before the conference begins. I'm sending one of our best temporal agents along. I believe you've met.
Chekhov.
Nice to see you again. It's been some time. For me, at least. For you, I see hardly any time has passed at all. It must be strange to see me looking, older.
Once you're on Enterprise, deal with the Nakul and make sure the conference proceeds as planned. You'll have a temporal transponder, which will allow me to communicate with you and bring you back. You'll also have these bioscanners. They're short range, but will detect Nakul agents nicely.
Do the job right, and no one will know we were there.
All right.
Thank you for coming, Captain. The situation at Babel shouldn't be happening. Something in the past has changed, and not for the better.
We'll make this right. So.
Let's begin by using Enterprise's sensors to look for signs of our time-traveling friends. The computer won't have any details on the Nakul, so you'll need to recalibrate the sensors manually on the bridge.
Alright, I'll take care of it.
Oh, and one more item to be aware of. Ensign Pavel Chekhov is currently on duty on the bridge, which is why I will be remaining here out of sight. As much as I would like to visit the bridge again, two of me in the same place would raise questions neither of us wants to answer.
Understood. I'll leave my officers here with you too, just in case.
Let's get to work. I will check with you again after you are done on the bridge.
So we gotta go to the bridge.
Uniform for some time. It's a little...
Whoops.
Snug.
Also, I think that's Uhura in the captain's seat. Apparently Kirk is somewhere else at the moment. Whoops.
Nice work. I'm getting some readings from Deck 11, but I can't pinpoint them. Some sort of interference. We'll need to get close and scan by hand. Start with the mess hall. There are a lot of people coming and going there.
Right. Heading to Deck 11 now. Down we go. Alright. Nope. Oops. Sort of glitching through the... There you go. There you go.
Vulcan, I would speak to you.
Does seem unavoidable.
How do you vote on the Corridon emission?
So... Alright. And one more. So I guess...
Is there something I can help you with?
Okay, I was about to ask you the same thing. Meeting is taking place in the lounge, Ambassador.
I'm well aware of that. I'm weary of listening to the Tellarite ranting at the Vulcan. I'd like to retire to my quarters.
Well, I believe the diplomatic quarters are on deck 6.
Of course. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be on my way.
Okay. Have a pleasant evening, Ambassador. So we need to meet with Chekhov. Oops.
Looks like they're on the move. Though I'm still getting a lot of false readings on the sensors. Let's keep checking the deck. Like the old Russian saying goes, 2 heads are better than 1.
Right. Let's head to the junction and collect some readings.
Being here takes me back. It was quite a different time for Starfleet. Head back toward the reception.
Alright.
Head toward the observation deck.
Guess... Oh, for some reason I was thinking it was close to the door we were by.
Turn toward the engineering circuits, away from the turbo leaf.
Is that in here? Yes, it is.
There he is. Wait, that's Ambassador Gav.
Alright. Whoops. Okay, been rooted. He's almost... There we go. There's a Tellarite stuck in the deal. I just thought everybody should know.
The captain's wound is serious. He'll bleed out if we don't help him. Stabilize him, quickly. Dr. McCoy will be here shortly to finish the job.
Okay, leave it to me. Alright.
Good. It looks like the captain is stabilized. We need to move. I've detected Nakul technology in engineering.
We'll stop them there. So, engineering, that's the captain's quarters. Oh, okay. I guess we need to go down to the turbo lift.
There's a bomb in here. I cannot defuse it and keep the mains online at the same time. Wait, Chekhov. Is that you? You look older than me, laddie. And you, the last time I saw you was on Dorzana Station. Something was dodgy then, and it's more than a wee bit dodgy now.
Okay.
It's complicated, Scotty. We've been sent back in time to keep the Enterprise from being destroyed. Aliens are trying to alter the future of the Federation. There's no time to explain. You have to trust us, old friend. We're here to help.
All right, laddie. You can start by helping me keep this ship from blowing to pieces. And get rid of that bloody bomb, if you can.
Okay, just tell us what you need to do, Scotty. So...
Divert power to the number 2 shield.
Okay, over here.
Good work. Now check on that bomb.
Back over here.
Auxiliary power to shields.
Auxiliary power to the shield.
Not that one.
So...
Auxiliary power to engines.
Okay, auxiliary power to engines. Is there something else I'm supposed to be working? Is there something else I'm supposed to be using to actually... Divert power to... over here.
Good work. Now check on that bomb.
Oh, back to the bomb again.
Repair teams to deck 5.
Okay, repair teams to deck 5.
Good work. Now check on that bomb.
And back over to the bomb again. Yeah, the ship is...
The captain's ordering me to cut the power? I see what he's about.
Imagine with this much shaking and engineering that the whole ship's probably just shaking.
That got him.
We can't disarm this bomb, but we need to get to that Orion ship anyway. We can take it with us.
Why not just beam it into space?
We can't let that ship be captured. It has dangerous technology on it. Scotty, I need you to trust me. That ship needs to be destroyed. You can't tell anyone what happened here. It could damage the timeline irreparably. Besides, I'm captain now, so I technically outrank you.
All right, lad. I'll take you at your word. Once you're ready, I'll send you and that bomb over.
Alright, so we're gonna go over and take one bomb with us.
Energizing. Now, what's this?
So...
The Orions will lock down their ship. We need to override their security systems.
Oops.
Push X to aim your weapon. Aiming your weapon will give you a 33% bonus to damage.
And... Okay, what are you firing at in here?
Use the B key to toggle between shooter mode and RPG mode.
Oh, okay, I see what they're talking about. Huh, weird. Alright, that is one. So I think there's also... Yes, there you are. Alright. Need to go this way. And Oops. Okay, there's some orange and there's some knuckle. And they're all dead
Crouching
now.
gives a 50% defensive bonus against range attacks, but increases damage from melee attacks.
Oops, I did not see the glow on the floor because it sort of matched the floor there. It's out. Now I gotta protect Chekhov while he sets up.
I'm going to try to attach the bomb to the Orion ship's engine controls. I'll need you to cover me. See if you can hold them at the doorway so they can't shoot me in the back.
I'll try to keep them away from you, Chekhov. Oh, here they come. Okay, that was easy enough. And dead. Take this and beam over. Alright, back in the temporal ready room.
That was close. I'm glad I got you out of there in time. You're both valuable agents. Of course, no one will know what you've done today, with the exception of Commander Scott. That being said, this won't be the strangest thing he'll see in his career. Not by a long shot.
Alright, it might make our next meeting a little awkward.
Indeed. Comes with the job, I'm afraid. In the meantime, I can send you and Captain Chekhov back to your respective timelines when you're ready.
Thanks, Daniels.
That was quite an adventure. I think you have the makings of a fine temporal agent, my friend. As good as it was to see Enterprise again, I have other duties to attend to. We're preparing for a very serious event, the Battle of Procyon 5. That conflict will determine the... Ah, but you don't need to worry about that now. Enjoy your time on the frontier of yesteryear, a time that will never come again.
True. Thanks for everything, Captain. Till next time. And that should probably make everything right in the... yeah. I think...
A lot could have gone wrong today. We could have lost critical figures in history. Sarek of Vulcan, James Kirk, and the crew of the Enterprise. The list is long. However, the timeline was preserved, thanks to you and Captain Chekhov. The Babel Conference proceeds as planned, and Corridan is admitted to the Federation. Well done. I'll continue to monitor the timeline for incursions. I hope I can count on you again when the time comes for action.
And... to the right. Let's go with the Vulcan now.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Alright. Granted, of course, I should probably change his outfit to red.
Things are heating up with the Tholians. Monitor stations are detecting large fleet movements toward Federation space, and they're refusing all of our diplomatic hails. We're doing all we can to prevent a war, but it's not looking good. I want you to join a task force I'm assembling. If this goes south, I want my best people on the front line when it does.
Alright, consoles and lithium.
Stay safe out there.
Ta-da.
The Federation shouldn't be having significant issues with the Tholians at this point in time. I've been scanning the timeline and I think I found the problem. 2 years ago, a Tholian colonial fleet was destroyed. The Tholians blamed the Federation, and increasing hostilities have ultimately led us here. This is something I'll need your help to correct.
More more temporal shenanigans, apparently.
I've pinpointed the incident in question, setting temporal transponder back 2 years. We need to correct the timeline during the Defiance encounter with the Tholians.
Okay, so we're going back there. Now, I guess what you're referring to was this? Huh. Never actually used it like that before. So, level 8. Just how many more episodes do we have in this particular deal? I'm just sort of curious. This one and one more. All the way all the way at the edge of the map here. Yeah, that's probably where I'll leave off for this particular stream. I'll finish up this particular set of missions and probably call it a night. First things first, though, I got to get done with this mission. Might want to go around this. Flying directly at a sun, not the brightest of ideas. Unless, of course, you're trying for a loop around it to go back in time, you know, Star Trek 4 and all that. But I don't think we're doing that here. I do think there is a mission in the episodes where you do that, though, but I don't remember which one it is.
We've arrived in 2268, and not a moment too soon. The Nakul are clearly out for blood. Tholians are quite xenophobic. They may feel the Federation is part of the problem here.
Okay, we gotta convince them, otherwise.
We're being hailed by the Defiant. I'll remind you that our orders forbid us from telling them anything specific about the situation. I recommend deflecting their questions until the situation here is resolved.
Agreed. Put them on screen.
Good to see you. We're in a real tight spot here. The Tholians were taking a serious beating when we reached the system. The other ships opened fire on us the minute we dropped out of warp. Mind lending us a hand until we figure out what's going on?
Sure thing, Captain. Let's save the Tholians while we still can.
This was
See if you can take a little pressure off. We need to firm up our shields.
Alright.
Alert. Warp breach. Attempt.
Disable the Tholian flagship. We're in trouble.
And
Integrity compromised.
let's see if we can.
Enemy boarding party completed in the Tholian flagship.
Okay, what are you tracking? I think this one. get that one. Now let's see if we can find it. Oh, that's shield's down. Let's see if I can get the firing on a proper shield too. And good, almost done. See if I can help the Defiant there. Not entirely sure they're going. Not entirely sure where the Defiant's going to go. For that matter, I'm not even sure if the Defiant followed me, or at least followed me at full place. Don't know if the NPC ships actually do that. Okay. Engineering team's open here. See if I can help you. See if I can help you find over here. Oh, well, they've drawn their attention to me now. And let's get that one. Okay, there's the last one. It's almost gone.
Don't suppose you have any idea what's going on here? There's nothing on these aliens in our computers or why they'd attack the Tholians, or us for that matter.
Okay, later, Captain. I'm going to stop the boarders on the Tholian flagship.
All right, do what you need to do. We'll talk about all of this when the shooting stops. Deal?
Deal. Stay safe, Captain.
I know it doesn't feel great keeping information from the Defiant's crew, but believe me, it's for the best. I'll monitor the situation here while you assist the Tholians. Do what you can to save them. Good luck.
All right.
I've found appropriate transport coordinates on the Tholian flagship. Hopefully you can convince them that we're not at fault here. If the Tholians go to war with the Federation now, it would be devastating on a galactic scale.
Alright, keep an eye on things, Daniels. Let me know if anything changes. Sensors show that the interior of the Tholian ship is too hot for us. We'll need to put on an EV suit before going. Alright. Ah, yes. Oops, that's not what I want to do. If I remember correctly.
Once you have equipped your environment suit, turn it on to prepare for hazardous activity.
Everybody gotta have their suits. I think. Yeah, these are like old style environmental suits. Of course, not too.
Only a few Tholian life signs.
Of course, is not too surprising given the fact that this is, after all, 23rd century.
I'm detecting numerous
Oh, that was kind of loud.
Reinforcements are on their way to your position. Stay alert.
Alright. This Tholian went down fighting. Multiple combat injuries have been detected. All from plasma weaponry favored by the Nicole strike teams. The kill shot was fired into the thorax at point-blank range. Is this a door? Yes, it is.
Levels on the flagship just spiked. Something's wrong. I doubt the Tholians are the
Okay. So I guess we need to go up here. Okay, we got more material. Whoops. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can load that in. The Nicole have triggered this ship's self-destruct sequence. We gotta shut that down and fast. Stop the self-destruct sequence by overriding the command consoles and the power conduits. Oh, okay, he actually did. So, okay, there's one over here. Okay, stop. Final console. Right here.
energy readings on the flagship are returning to normal. Whatever you did worked.
Okay, cool. And that's grenades.
The last remaining Tholians are close to your position, and more Nakul are on their way. I'd hurry if I were you.
Okay.
We've stopped the ship from detonating, but the Nakul killed Tholian colonists and even hatchlings. What they've done here is an atrocity.
Our work's not finished yet. Guess we can't shoot whatever through this getting a bunch of tribbles.
Humanoid command. Why did you kill your kind? This is irrational. Explain.
We're not of the Nakul. We're from the United Federation of Planets.
Federation, Nakul. All humanoids are the same. Chaotic, irrational, peaceful, then not. Warring, then you leave.
We're not the same as the Nakul, Majesty. We're not your enemy.
Those you call Nakul killed our people. Our children, all are dead. our sisters must know. Leave now, Federation. Leave us to our final task.
What can we do to help? We fought the Nicole. We came to save you.
You cannot help us. Too late. The hatchlings slaughtered. The colonists lost. Nothing can help in the face of this terror. We must send our message. Others will come. Leave now.
We've got enemy ships on an intercept course, including a dreadnought. We won't last long against a force like that.
Understood.
Continue to fight Nakul. Keep them from us while we contact our sisters. If you speak truly, you will not betray us.
We won't let you down. I can better get back to the ship before the Nicole Dreadnought comes into range.
I've been monitoring the Tholian Queen's progress. She hasn't been able to send the signal to her people. Orders?
Okay, we'll protect her while she works. While she works, Daniels. That message must go out.
Okay, let's have a little chat. What's the situation here? Where did those alien ships come from? I'd like some straight answers for a change.
Look, Captain, my orders are need to know and...
And I don't need to know, right? I read you, but it doesn't mean I have to like it. That big alien ship is still heading our way. Let's focus on that.
Sounds like a plan, Captain.
Here they come.
Focus here. Just get knocked off. Alright, this one's almost gone. Frigates aren't too much of a problem now. Dreadnought, on the other hand.
Just lost our engine. Take a while for my chief engineer to work up these miracles. That dreadnought is coming in fast. My engineers are going to need time. A lot more time. They turn their attention to where it's firing on the Defiant, but now they're firing, and they're firing on. Alright, I can keep that forward, sure. Got their everyone's got their environmental suits on down here. A little bit more. Yep. The alien dreadnought is concentrating fire on the Tholian flagship.
At least I took out one of the ships before that happened. That's the building ship. See if I can. Nope. I was thinking that I could get my. I was thinking I could get this ability, the engineering teams, to spawn in, or to actually activate, but no such luck. Put no attention. Put no attention while they were. Put no attention on the fight. I should have 2 torpedoes activated. I was hoping I could pick them on their heat shield, but no such luck there. They not turned around, but a good shield towards me. And he's back to firing on the front again. There we go.
Federation, you have proven you are different. Rational. This pleases us. We have sent word to our sisters. The Naku will pay. The Federation will not. Now, vengeance for the slaughter of a generation. Vengeance for our children.
The Queen's message has been sent through subspace and... Yes! The timeline is correcting itself. Good work. Now, we just need to help with... Oh no. The Queen is going to full impulse. She's gonna ram the not cool dreadnought.
Okay, basic maneuvers. Get out of there. Yeah, because if I'm not...
Our engines are still down! We can't escape!
Alright, scanning. I can't tell if there are life signs over there or not. The Defiant appears to be phasing in and out of local space-time. The interaction of the cold chronal engines with the Proton Nebula has made the area of space very unstable and prone to rifts in other dimensions. We might be able to get a lock onto their crew with the computer's assistance and perform an emergency beam out, but we'll need to act fast.
No. I'm afraid that this is their fate. This is one of the hardest things about being a temporal agent. We can only make the changes we have to make, not the ones we want to.
There has to be something we could do here, Daniels.
I'm afraid there's not. History states that the Defiant went missing, only to be found here weeks later by the Enterprise. Though they're lost, we now know that they played an important role in keeping the Federation safe, in protecting the timeline. For what it's worth, I will be sure their heroism is included in my report. The Tholians will remember this as well. This encounter may lead them to be more inward-focused, avoiding conflicts with the Federation, for the time being. At the very least, they will know that it wasn't the Federation that was responsible for the destruction of their colony compound.
Yeah, that's cold comfort to the families of over 400 men and women, Daniels. Alright, and we can warp out. So one more mission, and then I'm going. One more mission, and then I'm going to call it a. Oh.
Captain Archer had similar concerns when I worked with him. We often disagreed, but in the end, we were able to work past our differences and do the right thing. I hope you and I can do the same. Leaving Defiant to her fate was a hard choice, but it saved untold billions of lives. That has to count for something.
All right.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
One more deal.
We have a situation in the Caleb system. The Klingons are massing a battle fleet in that sector, and it's pointed at Federation space. I'm leading a force to respond to this aggression, and I want you to be a part of it. If they cross the line, we need to be ready for anything.
All right.
Stay safe out there.
This is a pivotal moment in Federation history. The Nakul may attempt to disrupt it somehow, change the course of time. We'll need to look for signs of temporal flux. If they show up, we'll need to deal with them, no matter what.
All right. I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I got a bunch of tribbles now. Deflector array. Just get rid of this one for the time being. Twin phaser beams. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll put that one there. What's this? Shield restoration. No. Even though I don't think, yes, all damage resistance. Even though I don't think I have any crew that can actually, restore the shields for the time being. Alright. Getting a little bit closer to where we need to be. Two space points. And yes, energy weapons. Alright. Neutral zone. Almost there. Still not entirely sure why this one's moving. I guess no, I could have sworn I had different impulse engines on the next time I play those characters I'll have a look. Alright, here we go. Once of course we load in, that is.
All hands, this is Admiral Garrett aboard the USS Yorktown. I'm the commanding officer of this task force. Our long-range sensor platforms have detected a Klingon battle fleet massing near this system. At the moment, they're attacking our subspace relay network in order to disrupt communications and long-range surveillance in this sector. We have the Klingons outnumbered at this time. Should they abandon reason and follow a standard attack doctrine, fire to disable their ships if possible. A strong show of force should send them back to their side of the line. All ships go to yellow alert. Garrett out.
Erie standing by. Orders acknowledged.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
That one's about disabled, or I don't know if that one's about destroyed, what that one's about to do. This one's about to be destroyed as well, because they were nuts. Not quite yet. Now, about to say that hull integrity on that one is down to 0%. I'm rather sure.
Klingon formation is breaking. All ships, give chase.
And there they go. Although this one's nearly about, yeah, that's what I thought. Alright. So... oh, no, there's more coming in. Okay, good. The other Starfleet ships are here as well. Close. Okay, everybody's attacking this one, huh? Trip to be locked down here. Okay. Oh, nope. Nope, it dodged.
Klingon ships. Decloaking? All ships, this is Garrett. Execute battle plan Sigma 4. Repeat, execute battle. Concentrate fire to protect them.
And yep, we're the only ones. We're the only ones that made that for now.
Federation has been brought to heel at last by the Klingon Empire. Those who remain shall know mercy in return for your unconditional surrender.
I thought Klingons didn't take prisoners, Core.
We Klingons can be gracious in victory. Though, should you wish to die in battle with honor, I will gladly oblige you.
I'm picking up a temporal anomaly on one of the Klingon ships. It's consistent with readings we've seen in previous Na'Gru incursions. They're trying to interfere with the timeline again.
Till we break out of this tractor beam, there's not much I can do, Daniels.
Leave that to me. I'll modify the transporter and beam you over, past their shields. Once on board, free the ship and neutralize the anomaly if you can. Hurry. We're literally running out of time.
Alright. Yeah, I need to get everybody out of there. I need to get everybody out of their EV suits. Still not entirely... Okay, there it goes. Still not entirely sure why some of these loading screens take as long as they do to load in, but... Daniel's beamed us into a barracks. I'm not picking up any security alerts. Looks like we got the drop of the Klingons. I brought several photon charges along. If placed tactically, we could use them to disrupt the ship's power grid to take down the tractor beam. Okay, good thinking. Let's move out. I want out this tractor beam out of commission. First thing first, let's get out of the let's get out of these oops, tried putting that in a and I don't know if I don't think I have any more armor, so So, duh. Exit's right here. Alright. That one.
This is the captain. There are intruders in the engineering section. Eliminate them immediately.
Oh, no, that. No, that's the barracks. Ah, damn, this door's locked and we don't have the door codes. I think I could bypass it, but it'll take a little time. We'll cut it open. No time for anything else. I don't care what the property damage. Don't care about property damage to the Klingon ships. Alright. And boom. So one more. Okay, I guess... Yeah, I guess that's it. Those charges will do some damage. Now we have to find the tractor beam controls. I guess that's actually still in here.
You need to finish them now. All of them. You don't understand how dangerous they are.
I don't need to do anything. Do not forget who is captain here and who is merely a visitor.
I've given you the means to victory. I suggest you use them now.
Noted. Though it seems we have other concerns now.
I warned you, Core. Deal with this. Don't fail me.
Well, well. I was hoping for Kirk, but I got you. Pity. So you're the Federation grogflies who found their way onto my ship. A bold maneuver, to be sure. Bold or not, you remain insects. A minor...
Whoops, no. Ah, well. Ah, well, the captain there is not worth listening to. Ah, I'll just, whoa, game. That was weird.
A valiant effort, little fly. But it is over!
No, not quite.
Glorious!
Oh, that took care of that one deal. The charges worked, the tractor beam is down, and the area is free to navigate. But the feedback from the tractor beam took down our warp capability. The others are still on the tractor beams. Their systems are operational. If we free them of the tractor beams, they could likely escape. It's moving. Do what we can to free the fleet. That one. I need to get rid of this one. There we go. Take those away.
This is Garrett. We're out of match. Disengage on the best possible power.
Alright.
Make for heading 265 Mark 10. Yes.
It's not too good.
Run while you can, Starfleet. Won't get far.
Come on, Fred. Get that ability with the shields up and running. Oh, the shields, the hull. Alright, this one's almost gone. Don't think I can destroy this ship. long as we last. Keep firing. Don't want the phasers once. There is another. And I think. Oh wow! Barely made it. Come on, keep trying. I'd like to destroy at least one more ship here before we explode.
Done us all wrong.
No such luck.
At least one Starfleet officer has the courage to die here. Tommy, vomito.
I'm afraid you're dead. Your ship was destroyed in combat while protecting the retreat of Admiral Garrett's forces. Your sacrifice allowed Garrett to warn Starfleet about Klingon cloaking tech. But your ship was lost with all hands. At least, that's what's in the history books. I've brought you and the crew members I could save to the early 25th century. You're being recruited as a temporal agent. Since you're dead, we're giving you a new identity. We have a speed training and reacclimation process that will help you to fit in. I know this is a bit unusual, but you'll get used to it. Believe me when I say it's better than the alternative.
Of course, looks of it, they're using clips from the like the shows and the movies there. Alright.
Welcome to Earth Space Dock. Busy day on the holodeck, sir? I love dressing up for those historical holo novels, too. My Harry Mudd costume took first prize last year. That being said, you're scheduled for a meeting with the top brass, so you might want to update your uniform beforehand. The Admiral can be a stickler for that sort of detail, after all.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
Okay. So...
Condition Alpha. Repeat. Condition Alpha.
Are we still... Okay. Not really a whole lot I'm going to do here. There is a few things. But yep, here we are, actually in the main game now. Welcome to my shop, Lieutenant Commander. That's a fine replica uniform you have there. Late 23rd century, yes? My compliments to your replicator. Now, if you'd like to update to something from this century, have a look around and let me know if there's anything I can do for you. Alright. So... let me check.
Welcome to Earth Space Dock.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to Earth Space Dock.
Okay, Admiral. Yeah, there's not really a whole lot I do need to go and get a new ship now, but I'll save that for the next time. I think this is where I'm actually going to... welcome to the 25th century, Lieutenant Commander. We've been expecting you. Your new cover identity is in place, and Admiral Quinn's expecting you in the office behind me. Report to him for your orders. Remember, do not tell anyone about your status as a temporal agent. Your goal is to observe and correct, not to interfere. Understood, and thanks. Lieutenant Commander. Come in. I've been expecting. I've recommended you for a command position aboard a ship of the line. There are several fine ships available for an officer of your caliber, Lieutenant Commander. Head to the shipyard, select your new ship, and then return to me for your assignment. Oh, okay. Shipyard. Okay. I guess I actually do have to. I guess I actually do have to get a ship. Remember correctly, I think. For some reason I was thinking it was down the other way. Yeah, it's down this way. So, yep, here we are, back actually in the base. Actually in the main game now. Guy's got an Enterprise uniform on. Congratulations on your promotion, Lieutenant Commander. Admiral Quinn has cleared you to select a ship to command. There's several impressive vessels to choose from. Take a look at the store. Starships that are approved for your rank are listed there. So. Ooh. I'm actually not going to lie. I was thinking about... I was definitely thinking about getting an escort. But... that being said, I might get an escort on the next rank. Yes, I want the Constitution. USS Plymouth is... The USS Plymouth is good. Let me switch over. Ready it up. And there we go. I guess it... Yeah, old style. Well, not so much old style, as it's not like 23rd century. That looks like a... Looks like the or that is the movie style Constitution class starship. So,
I see you chose a fine ship with a top-notch crew.
I see you
One of Starfleet's best. I hope you're ready to get back out there. A situation has come to my attention, and I'd like you to look into it.
All right. So, there we go. I think that's a good place to leave off. We're actually in the main game. We're in the main game again. So, yeah, thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you next time. Next time, we'll start. Next time, we've got starting with Stranded in Space, which, of course, Klingons got the Federation deal. We have the Klingon deal. Then, of course, more temporal things. There's the good old wasteland missions. Alright. Done for right now. Thanks for stopping by. Later.